All right, here we are. Happy almost 2020. I'm Krista Inikovsky, and this is part 2 of 3 for the New Year's 2020 planning workshop. This is a whole different way. It's not your normal get out your scheduler or make small adjustments. This is a much broader approach to looking at how you are the person you want to become as you move forward into 2020. So this is your belief in yourself, your essence, your feelings, and how you show up. And when you can get really clear and excited about that, then you can look at your habits and how you are living your life and make those changes from a new, more powerful place because you are living the life based on this person that you've decided to be. So, all right, here we go. Today is about creativity and vision. Let's break it down with a couple of actionable steps that you can do once the video is over. Number 1 is just get creative. The problem I see with most people when we start looking at how to step forward or make new goals is that they're incremental steps. They're like, okay, if I'm standing here, I can take one step to the left or one step to the right, or do one thing that's a little bit better to improve myself. But what's more fun is to kind of create a blank slate. Forget about what's possible or impossible. We don't want our beliefs to get in our way, and instead just get super creative on the life that you would love to live. Some great resources for this are Pinterest. Go on Pinterest and put any category that sounds exciting for you and start going through images and pictures and things that light you up. So here are some categories you might want to consider. Home. What do you want your home to look like? Now you can go and get an inspiration from amazing, gorgeous homes on the lake or in the mountains or ocean view. And it may not be realistic for you to build a house in a location like that this year. But what we're looking for is that inspiration of what that feeling is to have a home that is free and open and light and clutter-free and inspires you. And so from doing that exercise can give you, again, just the inspiration to maybe just clear things out. Maybe you want to rearrange the furniture that's already in there or change out some accessories to bring a new color palette in. And know that this is something that can really stimulate you and put you in a good place and a good feeling. And if you're in your home as much as I am, it's an important place to be that you set the energy. So again, home is just one category. Now let's look at style. So maybe feeling a little frumpy, maybe you've got a fitness or weight loss on your mind. Well, instead of looking at people that are in bikinis that are feeling unrealistic or out of reach, instead maybe search through new hairstyles or fashion and get inspired with this overall look and then start to connect with yourself. What does it feel like to really feel great about yourself? Living into feeling really good about yourself, then that puts you in a better place to take action on your fitness goals. So it starts with feeling good and finding these different ways. So that would be tip number 2 is to look at any ways that you are improving your look or style. Let's see, 3 would be for travel. Where do you want to go? Let it all go. This is a very creative process. Explore, whether it's through Pinterest, whether you watch a National Geographic documentary, go to Epcot and explore the countries. Do something that really excites you as far as places to go and things to see. Everything from nature to awesome cities to cool little villas that are villages, and the people, the essence, the food, the coffee, the taking a hike, and just again submerge yourself in creativity, in ideas and possibilities of places that would really light you up, and just get this feeling from and you start to put that vibration out there of what's possible for you by really getting connected and inspired by some cool pictures. your physical look. We talked about home. We talked about travel. Let's talk about food. Maybe you are looking to eat healthier instead of looking at diets and what you can't eat and what to avoid. Again, use Pinterest. Get really inspired with the colors and the beauty and maybe some recipes that can inspire you to want to enjoy your food more. Maybe that inspires the dinner party, or instead of just having a normal dinner in the kitchen with your family, use the dining room table. I don't even have a dining room table, but create something different. Do a picnic. Do something that is fun and inspirational for you. And from that energy of connecting, not just the food, the meal, the people, the connection, the conversation. Maybe it's wine. Add a little bit of luxury to that and to your overall experience. It's becoming more of who you want to be. It's a feeling of the person that you want to be in this new decade. How do you act? How do you react? And how much fun and joy can you put into your life? Sometimes we get into a rut of just doing what we need to do, and our schedules can absolutely get filled up with our have-tos. Right? We feel like, I couldn't just squeeze another thing in there. But I challenge you, think about what really excites you, what lights you up, and how can you add that as a priority into your life this coming year. I've been reflecting. I spent the morning doing my journaling, doing the lesson from yesterday of looking back on 2019. And again, these are very creative processes. It's not a book that you're writing. Nobody has to read it. It doesn't have to be grammatically perfect. It doesn't need to be sequentially perfect. None of that is necessary. It's just about getting things out and getting them on paper. Get all that out there. And now start stepping into, what does a fun life look like? I know I see friends of mine on Facebook that are inspiring to me, like whether they're a great couple or the way they do things as a family. Tap into that as inspiration, never as jealousy, and go, hey, I like the way they do that. They seem to be showing up and doing cool things, and how can I do some of that myself? So really, it's about creating this life that's exciting for you and that you enjoy day after day. I was thinking about this, and I'm a former professional dancer. Dance was my entire life, and earlier in the year, I was dancing a lot, and I kind of stopped. So I'm looking back and going, all right, I need to make that a priority in my life because it fuels my soul. And maybe I want to add in taking a class, or doing a salsa class, or taking a jazz class. And so finding what excites you. Maybe you were a musician or can play an instrument. You want to pick that back up again. Perhaps you love painting or creative writing. It's important that you put these elements of who you are in your daily life and not let just the priorities take over, but allow that spark, allow that those activities to be there for you, because it just helps elevate your mood and how you show up and everything else. So I am going to ask you to think about that. Which activities or genres have you kind of let fall to the side that you enjoy, and put those back in? Or maybe it's something you're interested in learning and haven't done and want to. Maybe you want to learn how to salsa or partner dance. You've never done it before, but you want to make that an intention. Maybe you want to learn guitar for the first time. Your food. How about fun? Make more intention to get together with people, to reach out, to have a walk, to meet some friends, to throw together a dinner party. I think we kind of get in this frame of mind that everyone's so busy, and it can be true. Right. What's the worst thing that can happen? They say no. So that's it for today. That is part 2, visioning, and that is getting a big, big, big picture of what your life could be. So we're not going to look at what's realistic. We're not going to look at your current circumstances. When you do an envisioning exercise, it's a creative process where there are no limits. no restrictions. Get creative. Again, I suggest using Pinterest as a resource for inspiration. You may want to go for a walk or a bike ride, listen to great music, and just kind of get lost as you're exercising, and allow your mind to kind of go crazy. Think about those places that you've been wanting to go and still haven't been yet, and just start to get a real sense of who you are and who you want to be. Because when you can build that, then as we start looking next tomorrow when we get together again, we start looking at how to change our plans, change our habits, it's going to be from a much more powerful place, because you're going to be acting from this new place of, I'm a healthy person. Why would I ever eat that or drink soda? Like, I'm taking care of myself. This is just who I am now. And so those other things that used to be tempting don't even faze me anymore, because that's not who I am. All right, so enjoy the process. It should be lots of fun, whether you are doing it as an adult, as a parent. If you want to get your teen involved, this works for all ages. Have a good time with it, and then check in with lesson number 3, part 3 of planning your 2020 to make it absolutely amazing for you. I'm Krista Inokovsky, founder of Empowered Teen Mindfulness and Expand Your Life coaching. And I look forward to hearing from you. Got any questions, want to connect, want to take a deeper dive in this of what it really means to pull out the best in you, and to let go of everything that's holding you back so that you can live powerfully into 2020, hook me up. DM me, send me a message, and let's get you connected and on path with what you want to do in your life. Bye-bye.